I don't know. I think it'd be way funny if you did Giorno's theme. Just a dun, 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 dun.
Hey everybody, real quick, letting you know if we reach 100 subscribers, we'll be doing a drawing and giving away a free Helltaker Nendroid of the winner's choice. So subscribe. Who we doing? What are we doing?
When are we doing? We're doing Judgment.
We're doing Judgment?
We're doing Judgment.
We're doing Judgment as the final. You don't want to save that one?
I will not be leaving today without knowing what Judgment storyline is.
All right.
If I do, I'm downloading the game and skipping ahead. So
Everybody's getting to episode 5 and then not watching anymore.
I'm sure Judgment's not everyone's favorite. Sure, that's the wrong opinion, but like, why? I guess who's doing what on this one?
I only can go back to narrator, I guess. Oh,
so
no.
does that make...
Because I'm doing Judgment. No, that's right. I'm doing Judgment. You're doing Taker. You're doing narrator.
Unless you want to do Taker.
I can do narrator. I'm fine.
Okay, I'm like, it does not matter.
I think everybody likes my nice and soothing tones.
Oh, what was I just? Fuck, yeah. I had something, but it's gone now.
How are you all feeling in your loins when you hear Eiley reading?
Oh, have you ever watched?
I'm reading with intent.
Have you ever watched Clone High?
I know what you're talking
They're
about.
just like, welcome to another episode of Clone High, and that's what it reminded me of.
I guess it's getting a.
It just came out. It came out 2 weeks ago.
Did it?
Yeah, the first 2 episodes did, and I think the 3rd episode drops like a couple days ago.
How is it?
It's decent.
Okay. Stop touching the mic.
No.
Stop it.
Oh my god.
I've debated if it's. I'm gonna wait because I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be, but to decide if it's as good as the original or not, I'm gonna wait for all of it to come out. I still think the original is better currently.
I never watched it all, but I did watch an entire like John Kennedy.
Oh, so did you watch the JFK?
Yeah, I just watched all of his scenes.
They're the best scenes. Like he's the best character. It's
Answer
not
the
even
question.
Close. Yeah. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Eiley?
Everything bad happened to the Kennedys. Anyway.
I want a party platter for supper.
One day, as you are hanging out around the house, you come to the realization that you've seen very little of Judgment since she moved in.
A crime. How could we? How could we ignore our girl? We should go to hell.
No sooner does this thought occur to you, however, then you happen to come upon the demon in the living room. Not just her living room.
Yes.
JoJo poses. That's what the video was.
If you walk up to a girl and she JoJo posing, you're proposing. That's just facts.
She's sitting by the window, and with her back turned to you, it's clear she doesn't notice you right away. As she's looking at my soul.
Dead. Yeah.
I like to think she's like facing the window. She hears you, and like she turns into that pose, and you get the first note of the Goku fucking.
Oh, in Ultra Instinct.
The very first note. It's like just the first note. Just.
I don't know. I think it'd be way funny if you did Giorno's theme. Just a dun, 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 dun.
Thinking that there must be something on the windowsill that has captured her attention, you decide to creep up closer to get a better look at whatever it is that has her so enthralled. Then, as you draw near, you catch a glimpse of an object of her admiration, a tiny caterpillar. You step even closer and are surprised to find that Judgment is trying to corral the creature into the palm of her gauntlet.
Did we do the Judgment round the first time?
We did all of them.
Oh.
I believe Judgment was one of the ones that didn't have any type of
picture.
Because
we were very sad about it.
Yep.
That would make me sad. And I'm sad quite often.
Sadly, the insect, seemingly put off by the feel of metal, resists her endeavors.
God, I'm gonna love her forever.
You wonder for a moment why Judgment doesn't simply scoop the thing up, and then it occurs to you that she's fearful she might hurt it if she were to do so.
And everyone's like, why is Judgment best girl? Every other sentence just makes it more and more obvious.
Only then do you decide to alert the demon to your presence.
Fuck. Every screen is better. Like, how does it just keep progressively get...
At once, the demon leaps to her feet and spins to face you. Blushing profusely, she wears the expression of someone who was caught with their hand in the cookie jar, so to speak.
Mortal! You startled me!
Sorry about that.
I forgot she talks in all caps all the time.
You're goddamn right she does. I just wanted to see what you were doing over here.
Definitely Luke's favorite character. What? That's not caps.
Oh,
I get it.
I have discovered an intruder!
I got really into this. I remember now.
I'd like to get really into this. An intruder? That was fucking awful. Holy shit. You mean the caterpillar?
Indeed! We must dispose of it swiftly!
I suppose so. Here, let me take care of it.
Judgment steps aside, and you approach the windowsill. As you bend down to scoop the caterpillar up into your hand, you hear a small gasp at your back. Peering over your shoulder, you see Judgment staring intently back at you.
Well, what are you waiting for, mortal? Dispose of the trespasser!
With a nod, you scoop the creature up into your hand and hold it aloft.
I think I'm just going to put this little fella out into the garden.
Oh!
Boys, I'm just saying, you got time to revise your list. Like, how the fuck is she not in your top 3?
Just gonna
It
be
is in
real
my top
fair.
3, not in
I didn't
mileage.
get to
I know.
actually say a list.
Yep, I just...
And I'm never going to. So,
Oh, that's fine. I know how fucking bad you are at lists. Yeah, I don't want to be sitting here recording for 2.5 years. Take your goddamn time, I guess.
I didn't read that.
Sorry.
Oh, I couldn't read.
A
A
look,
look of relief
yeah.
appears over Judgment's face.
Fuck.
Oh? I mean... Do you think that wise fool?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Like, I think we would cut off there. Like, someone's talking to Batman. Do you think that wise, Batman? Yeah.
That would be great. Just any really intense scene with Joker is like, haha, Batman, I've tricked you. Do you think you can make it out of this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll credits.
You turn and make your way for the back door. Judgment follows you all the way up until you venture out into the garden.
There is a fucking...
Guys, they kept it consistent.
As you dispose... As you deposit...
Man, I don't know how we could possibly fuck this up. Rips caterpillar in half like a piece of paper? Yeah, that might ruin our score on here.
As you deposit the caterpillar out into a bush, you look up to see the demon watching you from the window. Please put her behind a pane of glass.
Right?
Just
Yeah, I'm like,
peering at you.
please.
Something about the look on her face strikes you as odd. Perhaps it is that you've never seen the demon look quite so vulnerable before. Before you can fully comprehend the matter, however, your eyes meet and her expression melts away before your eyes. You make your way inside, only to find yourself accosted at once by Judgment.
How could you just allow that creature to escape, mortal?
It was probably lost in the first place. Caterpillars don't typically like indoors all too much.
Very well. What if it had done harm then? Done you harm then?
What? That little guy? Nah, caterpillars are harmless. They don't really become a nuisance until they turn into butterflies and get their wings. Yo, I get it, because they're playing with the butterflies on the title screen. You guys remember that? We were all there.
Nope. No clue.
Who considers butterflies a nuisance?
I mean, they're fucking flapping around you all the time.
It also depends on how many there are in the area.
Yes.
Wings?
Yeah. Once those little guys start flying around, they can be a bit of a nuisance, chewing holes in your clothes and drapes and such.
Is it a moth or a butterfly?
Do butterflies eat clothes?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Eiley of Wisdom.
Wise Eiley of the pool. What is
Yeah, I was
your...
gonna say, Eiley of the couch, what is your wisdom? Or maybe I'm thinking of Moss. We could have just
Hey,
waited.
okay,
We could've
It's
waited.
definitely mostly moths, but some butterflies are still destructive.
What? What is the meaning of this, Taker? What more can you tell me of these creatures?
I just remembered where we go.
Where we
Yeah.
go?
We go to the butterfly place.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
that's
a
why
name
we
for
were
that?
really sad.
It's like a butterfly garden.
Okay.
I think there is like a full, really big word for it, but well, you see. Come to think of it, I don't actually know all that much about butterflies. They very well could be dangerous for all I know. Batman out his computer. Butterflies. We must make a plan.
Contingency plan. Butterfly man.
The butterfly effect. How about this? There's a butterfly
Conservatory, that's it.
that just opened up
God damn it.
nearby. We say we go there and we can both learn a little bit more about these enemies of ours. This would be Batman asking a girl out on a date like, we must learn about our enemies.
Yep.
Dramatic turn away.
Judgment's cheeks redden at your suggestions. She looks shyly to the side, and you can see her seriously contemplating your offer.
I want to pair those fucking gauntlets.
Fuck, me too.
Make them.
Make them. Yep.
Ellipses.
I don't know, I think the horns are badass with the try. Like,
Yeah. A very polygonal looking horn.
yeah, that's...
Yes, mortal.
Ah,
Oh,
yes,
oh, wait.
shapes.
Yes, mortal.
Would I
think
fuck a
this would be
triangle?
satisfactory.
Maybe. Like, we don't know. I haven't seen that sexy of a triangle yet, but we don't know until...
Have you never played Tomb Raider for the PS1?
Do not judge me for my past.
When the afternoon rolls around, you decide to call the conservatory in advance to see if they offer tours. Much to your delight, they do so. So you book your tour and approach the demon regarding your date at the conservatory. Thinking it might be a nice surprise, you decide to keep the tour a secret for now.
Ready to go?
Fool! I was born ready. Why would that go? Why would go in there?
Just boss music.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about Judgment in like a sundress at like a butterfly conservatory, and we need to wrap this video up quick. Fuck.
I have obligations.
Without further ado, you load up into the car and head down to the park. There you are greeted by the sight of the conservatory looming over the grassy knolls. And we talked about JFK earlier.
What did that have to do with it?
Did you guys legitimately not know?
Grassy
Or
I know.
knolls?
I don't think Dylan knows.
the
What up,
grassy
you
knoll
car?
is the thought of where JFK was actually shot from, not the building that...
I wouldn't have done, like, I know there's
Okay.
conspiracy theories behind
It's
it,
not
but
a-
I never like.
It's only mostly a theory at this point.
Okay, fine. I know there's other things that people
CIA.
talk about, but I've never looked too deep into them.
Gotcha. As you approach the giant glassy building, you are met by a young man at the door. From the logo on his polo shirt, you can see that he's one of the conservatory's tour guides.
Who wants to do tour guide? I'm freaking out. Hello. Oh, I need
Sure.
a drink.
Hello, you must be...
It's all the same guys
It's
everywhere.
one
It
guy.
is.
It's the fucking nurse.
You must be
joy
late for
of
the
this
afternoon
world.
tour.
That's us.
Tour? What is this man talking about, Taker?
I went ahead and called in advance to book a tour for us. Since they know more about butterflies than we do, I thought going on a tour would be the best way for us to learn.
At this, color rushes into Judgment's face.
Oh. Yes. That sounds wonderful, actually. Thank you.
The sudden sincerity in Judgment's voice takes you off guard. But before you can process what you just heard, the tour guide claps his hands together, drawing to your attention.
That's kind of weird to think about.
Hmm.
So like, obviously we don't know the ages of all of these girls. And this isn't going where you think it's going.
You're all sinners!
but since she was Justice's apprentice, would she technically be younger? than
Yes.
Justice, you
Yes.
There
it's-
is.
But I feel like she gives off more of an older vibe, just like character model wise, right?
Character model, yes, but actions
No, I agree.
and how, like, So in my head, there's always two very different voices playing when she's talking in all caps and when she's talking in like regular voice.
Certainly.
But yeah, like the way her character model is posed, she looks a little bit older, but everything else is always she's much younger.
No, I agree with that. I was just thinking, I was like, man, her character model makes it seem like she's up there with like her, Lucifer, and like Justice are all probably the older group of the ones, but she might be more like Severus.
That's what I'm
like,
thinking.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, like young apprentice.
You've sent me the fan art.
Have I?
If not, I have found it. Like things have been searched.
Like, I think Justice has a very like motherly vibe when it comes to dealing with Judgment.
I think,
Which she should.
Yeah.
she's got a motherly vibe with Judgment and a daddy vibe with everything else, and I'm here for it. Oh,
Anyway, Rolf, go ahead.
Excellent. Now let's head inside, shall we?
can you say there are many doors at just for me?
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
Hey.
With the young man leading the way, you and Judgment make your way into the conservatory.
I always forget who voices Rolf.
Not Sean Schimmel.
not Sean
It's the
Schimmel.
voice actor for Goku before that.
The original Dragon Ball English voice
But
actor.
he also voices somebody in Full Metal Alchemist, and I can't remember which character it is. And I think I'm debating if it's. I don't want to lock it in, but I think it might be Truth.
Because it was my dumbass if anybody likes cringy con stories that people embarrass themselves at. I thought it was Sean Schimmel
Oh yeah.
up till that point, and I had printed a custom poster of the That's My Horse book from Ed, Ed and Eddy with Rolf superseded in the background, and got all the way through the line and presented it to him just for him to look at me and say, I have no idea who this is.
Yo, he said the same thing to me.
Yours was on purpose, though.
How was I supposed to know who didn't voice Catgirl Toko
So,
from Data Live? Like
That
they're very
was
similar.
super embarrassing. And now I can never look at Sean Schimmel again.
I mean, that guy is
a lie,
fucking
but
crazy.
I mean, he is.
Yeah, I love it.
He meets so many people. There's a fucking way he would remember me unless I brought the same poster and tried again.
Do it again.
This guy keeps fucking following me
Well,
around.
you know if Vegeta's at a con, I have to bring the box.
100%. But first, you stop inside of a large welcome room. Then the tour guide leads you into the spacious conservatory room at large, where the butterflies are free to linger about all over. As you pass through the great glass double doors, you wander about the sudden appearance of this soft-spoken side of Judgment that you have never seen before.
I'm so excited for this.
This is going to be the one that still doesn't have a picture.
Right?
I'll cry. I'll be so sad. You're gonna be like, I haven't heard from Hulker in like a week. I think he killed himself, to be honest.
Though peculiar and vastly different from the first impression you got from her down in hell, you find yourself excited as the opportunity to learn more about this more gentle facet of her personality.
I don't know, baby. I was Judgment day one. Like,
You smile as you watch the demoness bend down to examine a caterpillar on a leaf.
Tell me, boy, how long does it take for these creatures to become airborne?
With a sigh, you realize that, for whatever reason, Judgment's more gentle side is buried deep.
fantastic.
You are pleased to see that the tour guide seems unfazed by the demon's sudden outburst. Well, the typical that is no.
You have to do it. You can't get out of this. I need to.
Well, that metamorphosis cycle occurs over the course of 30 days. Some species vary from that. God damn it, that number by a couple of days or so. But generally speaking, it takes about a month for a caterpillar to become a butterfly.
It's like slowly
God
descending
damn it.
into like the
I was trying to stay away from Canadian, all right?
I started to hear like Irish.
Well, so you know those videos. I'm sure you guys have seen the post where it's Joshua Graham reading like all of the Bible or something.
Okay.
They need one that's fucking Oaken reading all of Revelations. In the fourth day of the
The fourth day of the Lord.
when the seventh trumpet sounds.
I wonder if I could program an AI to do that.
There's
You
no way you
could.
could. There's
100%.
100%. So easy.
Oh, I gotta
That'll
look
be
into
our
that
new
now.
YouTube channel. It's just Oaken reading.
Yeah, I've seen so many things like Batman gives advice on depression or something like that.
That one, those are actually really cool because there's like a Batman one. There's a Master Chief.
Yeah,
one, there's a lot of them.
like it's super accurate.
It's pretty. They're pretty solid videos as someone who
So-
struggles. So.
Oaken reads the Bible. Got it. The whole thing. This will rival James Earl Jones reads the Bible.
Dude, that's a long video because even the Revelations one is like 2.5 hours long, and I watched all of it.
A moth. I think like
Month?
something.
Month, there's an end in
A
there.
month. Sorry. A month.
I'm not making that joke.
That does not give us much time to prepare, mortal.
What do they eat usually?
That's a good question, actually. For the most part, a caterpillar's diet consists almost entirely of plant matter. After they undergo metamorphosis, however, their food source changes depending on the species. Most butterflies eat plant nectar, but others may choose to feed on things like tree sap, fruit, or even decaying animal
someone
matter.
regretting their decision to the tour guide would have this many fucking lines. He's chatty.
So they are meat eaters.
Some of them are, yes, but most butterflies have quite the sweet tooth. If you wanted to feed them yourself, you could put out a plate of chopped fruit, or even just a simple solution of sugar water that is enough to get their attention. Would you like to feed one?
Yes, please.
At this, the young man reaches for a squeeze bottle that he keeps it on his belt. He then takes Judgment's hand, dabs some of the liquid onto her palm, and prompts her to hold her arm aloft.
If this ain't the fucking CG, I swear to God.
In no
Aw.
time, a butterfly lands right onto the demon's hand and begins to lap at the sugary substance with its narrow tongue.
It tickles.
She's so cute, but I really want to know what the CG
It
is.
does a little, doesn't it? Would you like to try too, sir?
I would.
Yeah!
I love it.
She's freaking the fuck out.
It was so worth the wait. All day, baby. Look at those thighs.
That is a gigantic chrysalis
What's the
Where?
chrysalis?
next to
Oh.
Judgment's right hand.
That's
It's-
pretty big, yeah.
I guess it's been a very long time since I've hatched a butterfly.
Sorry if I didn't notice the chrysalis. I was maybe looking at some.
I was taking in the whole scene, man.
Yeah, I was too. There wasn't a chrysalis in my scene. Like, I think I took in everything.
Is he wearing a blazer with rolled up sleeves?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never noticed that. That must be difficult as fuck.
He has arms the size of tree trunks.
He probably just ripped off the bottom. Like, I don't need these. Fuck that.
He has a short sleeve blazer.
Although, can we say the drip does go hard?
It does.
That's a fire outfit.
I will wear that at my wedding.
I'd wear the shit out of that.
I'll wear it at a con. How much is a white blazer gonna go for though?
With no sleeves? I don't know.
You can cut off the sleeves.
Yeah.
Just go to Kohl's and you can probably get one for fucking $40.
Yeah.
Kohl's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lake would be ecstatic. It's been fucking years since she's worked at Kohl's.
The man pours some of the sugar water onto your palm as well. And soon enough, you two have attracted the attention of a couple hungry butterflies.
I just realized she has like one of the like school armbands.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that. It just keeps getting better and better.
It's so goddamn
Oh,
cute.
there we
It's
go.
very cute. I love her so much.
As Judgment stares intently at the creatures fluttering about her palm, you find that your attention is on her instead. It's hard to believe that this is the same demon who once tried to trap you for an eternity of torment in hell.
I'm just saying.
And we
when I-
died to 27 times.
When I get to hell, you know, I'm gonna be like maybe a little disappointed when I'm like, "Where's the laser trap? If you could just
Where's the
point
laser
me."
trap?
I'm happy to spend all of eternity there if you know if she's there.
That'd be a sick fucking like VR game, like even just a really short game, like dodge the lasers and break the chains,
That would be kind of cool.
like you know what I mean?
Yep.
yeah.
As I understand, doing that makes for a great photo opportunity.
Whoa, yeah.
Like this?
Before the tour guide can answer, a butterfly lands right on Judgment's face, startling the demon.
Ah! Oh!
There it is. The three of you share in a round of laughter before carrying on with the tour. Before you are quite ready for it to end, the tour concludes and you and Judgment return to the waiting area to retrieve her gloves.
Oh, she left her gauntlets, huh?
We gotta load up the CG. I want to see if they're.
They aren't. That's the first thing I noticed, that she did not have her gauntlets on in
Yeah.
that CG.
Just before you leave the conservatory area, you hear a tiny crunch followed by a gasp of
Damn
anguish.
it! There are bad endings in this one. Fuck.
You turn around at once to see Judgment kneeling down on the ground. Upon closer inspection, you notice a tiny, mangled caterpillar body lying on a path.
Sad.
A few tears fall onto the concrete next to it, and you are privy to the unmistakable sound of sniffling.
Well, if anybody
That's
needs me,
terrible.
I'm going to kill myself. It's been great. Have fun. I'm out of you. I don't want to know what happens next.
You don't want.
You sit back down here and bump this mic now so we cannot do it later.
Why would they do this?
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, at 100 subscribers, this man is going to make me watch Clanad.
What?
That was established when you weren't here.
Was that at 100?
I think so.
We'll call it 100. That's gonna. You can come if you want.
I just heard Clanad. That is...
I'm making fun of him because this has upset him, and we came to the agreement when we were playing Paper Lily that if we reached 100 subscribers, he was going to sit down with me and make me watch Clanad because I have actively avoided Clanad my entire life.
Do you think there's a space?
Space.
Clanad.
Oh, in
That's
the title.
why I looked at you. It is Clanad, not Clanad.
Fuck you.
Anyway, back to the suffering.
Back to the suffering.
Just a normal day. Oh no. Hey, Judgment.
She gotta go. It's like full Super Saiyan.
There's
Like-
if there's a second CG and it's her crying, I'm definitely killing myself
Oh my
tonight.
God.
Not even a question.
Before you can say anything else, Judgment stands in spite of her tears in her eyes. Her jaw is set. Whatever it is you saw in her expression earlier is gone. Now you can only see the High Prosecutor of Hell standing before you.
What does your jaw set mean?
Well, like when you cry, it like shakes a little.
Okay.
Foolish creature! Let that be a warning to all of your kind who think it's wise to cross me, for I am Judgment, the High Prosecutor of Hell.
The fact that she has, I'm assuming she has a soft spot for everything.
Probably,
It's
yeah.
probably gonna be like the little.
It took him this long into the story.
Yeah, it did.
I got that like
Like I
line
took her as fascinated, but it's like I don't know. It just added that like extra layer for me for someone who has such a stern and serious job to also be a very like emotional person.
My man's discovering what character development
Yes,
is.
to
That's
have to
crazy.
deal with that type of responsibility, to have to like. She has to let a little out so it doesn't bubble over and then immediately go back into what she has to be.
Yeah, when it finally sinks in that mommy is best girl and Rent a Girlfriend, he's gonna lose his goddamn mind.
Am I gonna like watch season 2 and it's gonna be like she's gonna be completely like renewed as a character?
Straight up, I don't know. I didn't even. I don't know if this is a hot take. I didn't enjoy season 1 enough to pick up season 2.
Oh, you haven't watched it either then?
No,
Oh, okay, never mind.
that's why as if you watch it, I'm like maybe
I'm
it
not.
gets better.
I'll watch it.
But no, 1 was okay. But I was
I
like,
came to
"Mm."
your house raving about all the bullshit that happened by the end of that.
Oh yeah, no, we talked about season 1. But yeah, I was like,
Well, I sat there and yelled about season 1 while you sat and listened.
the best part. I'm a good listener.
At this, Judgment brushes past you on her way to retrieve her belongings. Sadly, all you can do is watch as the demon dons her gauntlets and sets her sights on the door. You follow, and soon enough, the two of you are in the car with your sights set on home. After a silent and somber drive, you arrive at your front door.
I think we are in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll concede.
Judgment is quick to get out of the car.
Thank you for today, mortal. It was enjoyable.
Though her eyes are still red from her tears, you decide to say nothing of the caterpillar.
What's you, Auger?
I know. I'm just.
Okay.
You're
thinking-
also sad.
No, I was just thinking, like, you know, they could have not fucking put that part in. Like, would it have been that difficult to just be like, man, this day went great.
But then
Now
people
we're
like
home.
Dylan wouldn't get the character
I
development.
didn't think it took that fucking. It's people like you that make me sad.
Give her a hug.
I'm glad you had a good time, Judgment.
What's the? You guys see that?
No.
It was a God of War comic when the first one came out. And it was like a dad playing God of War from his perspective, and Kratos is all like super stern. Atreus is like, man, I miss mom a lot. Mom's dead. Silence, boy. We must hunt. It's like, what? That's so sad. Press X to dad. Where's the hug button?
Perhaps we can do it again sometime.
Perhaps.
Oh, Jesus.
And with that, the demon turns and hurries into the house. You follow but catch no sign of her anywhere. Only the sound of a slamming door meets your ears. For the rest of the day, Judgment's door remains closed, with no sign of the demon within.
Wow. Okay.
I had to
That
get the
was-
one fucking like dark storyline. Like
Holy
that is
shit.
rough.
this. I don't know who the creator is, but I guess they watch our videos and fucking hate me. I guess that's cool. At least that they watch our videos. That's nice. I don't know what I did. Love too much? Is that?
Love to.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a big.
Sorry,
heart.
I cared.
All I did was care.
Why are you yelling at me? All I did was care.
Why are you yelling? All I did was care. Save me, Kevin Nash.
Save me.
God damn it.